Hello, this is Jeff Bonner, CEO of JumpStart Wireless. I want to give you a quick demo of our system, but I want to start out by just talking about JumpStart Wireless. We're the experts in getting your business mobile, getting you onto small, cost-effective devices, and delivering the best customized wireless connectivity to your existing software systems. So what we're going to show you today is how that works and what it looks like on your device. You want to notice as we go through this that this is really simple. This does not require a lot of training. It's friendly to people who aren't necessarily knowledgeable or experienced with handheld devices, and it lets the person in the field focus on their work instead of focus on fiddling with a device or trying to learn how to make something happen with a laptop. So we keep it nice and simple, and let's dig in and do it. So what I want to do is I'm going to drill down onto the task list. So we'll see what tasks are there for the staff member. There's a number of different capabilities, but what we're going to focus on for this demo is the field reports. So this would be the equivalent of a daily report or some kind of a status update being sent by a supervisor in the field. So I drill down on that. We note that there's two different reports there to be filled out. And so let's drill down into one of those. So this is the runway report for June 11th. And I can start to go through that and fill out the different pieces. The first part is a weather report. There's a lot of detail in this particular weather report. So it's the light rain and a little bit of precipitation. And it was a fairly humid day and so on. So this can get quite specific. Not everyone needs this much detail in their weather report, and there's many other ways to do it. It's one of the features of the JumpStart system is that you can customize these forms to look exactly the way you want, adding the fields in and the process that matches your business. So if you've got a particular process you already use, if you have paper forms you already use, it's easy to translate those forms into a handheld device. So the sky is overcast, and so on. So that's enough weather report. So we'll complete that part. You can also enter employee time. So you have a set of employees, the crew that's assigned to you. You can pick one of those people out and start to assign them hours, and you can do that by job codes. So this person was doing demolition for 5 hours, and they were also doing, let's say, field welding for 2 hours, for 3 hours. So gradually you can build up a time card for each person in your staff. And again, time cards are something where different businesses have very different ways of doing it. You adapt the time card to your process, or JumpStart will adapt the time card to your process, not forcing you to go the other way around. So, so we completed that time card. By the way, every time when that little screen pops up and you see a little updating happening, that data is being fed back to the server. It's available on the server then. If this device gets destroyed or lost, that data is not lost. It's already back on the server and safe. So you can also enter that some subcontractors were on the site, and again, you can put them hours and you can assign those hours to particular jobs. So electric work was, so they did 12 hours of electrical work that day, and so on. You can also assign equipment hours. So let's say you were using a D6 bulldozer, and again, that bulldozer was in use as part of the demolition. So we'll go down and get to the demolition code. And okay, so the bulldozer was in use for 8 hours. So you've now tracked that. And let's put another item in. I want to show you a particular feature here. Notice that search label on the top. This is our ability to kind of go in and quickly find a particular set of items. So anytime there's a long list, and this list can be very long. We have customers running with 14,000 parts. So as I start to type numbers or any text, it's going to find the thing that matches that. So if I type pressure, It's just going to find the items having to do with low pressure or high pressure. So let's select the low pressure work. We'll put in 3 hours, and now we found a second item. So you can quickly search through long lists, and you can quickly build up the exact coding that you want to build up for the use, in this case, of the D6 bulldozer, but really in any of these circumstances where you want to assign cost codes to particular construction work. So we're done with that. Let's go back up. You can talk about materials received. So the basic finished materials, we received a pallet of plywood flooring, and so on. Whatever you would want to track, we can track that sort of thing. You can enter percentage completes. So the structural steel is now 80% complete. And you can also enter notes. So if you had a visitor on site, so architect on site, 3 hours, you can track that sort of thing. You can also track if there was some event, accident with scaffolding. Really, whatever is important in your business to track, you can track those, and they will be automatically sent into the appropriate place in your construction management software. So when we're done, we hit done, and we're now that report is on its way back to the server and on its way back to your desktop software, all entered from the field, all entered without going into a trailer or ever needing to leave the job site or go away from where the work's actually happening. That's it. Hope you enjoyed the demo.